Everyone, and welcome to Character Room Africa. Today is Friday, 29th of August. August is almost over, and by Monday we should be talking about September. I guess we are ready for the Ember month and preparing for 30 December. but then, once again, welcome to Character Room Africa, and this is the Daily Shift. The Daily Shift is where professionals meet every morning, 7 to 8, to discuss character, to share insights around how to lead a character-driven life, how to be an ethical leadership, think about values, morals, how do we support what is happening in this country, how do we do our part by being a good citizen, by being a good what do you call it now? I don't want to use diploma, but I wanted to say something like somebody who can raise the interests of other people, champions who will take character education to every corner of Nigeria. Because I tell you, this the basic thing happening in this country is not even about ethics, because ethics is more like systems. It's more like people, individual people, behaviors, character that people are exhibiting every day. And because they are learned, they can also be unlearned. That's why we feel like this could be a space where people learn to become more character driven. Okay. So, and today we usually Monday through Wednesday, we have teachings on character leadership, morals, values, and all that. But then Thursdays, we have guests who will come in to share insights with us. And then also Friday, we have character champions, spotlights, where we allow people who are part of character champion to share their own knowledge. But then since this month, we've been doing our scholarship drive, because we know that scholarship opportunities are open now. From August till about February, there are lots of scholarship fellowships that you could apply for, and this is the window for it. And so we decided to start scholarship drive, and we started that since August 1st. And since then, we've had today is the last one, the 8th section. We've had 7 sessions, different sessions on how to write your SOPs, where to get scholarship links, where to apply, different kinds of scholarship, Commonwealth. There's also Rotary Peace Fellowship. There is the one with Mandela, Washington, the one that they traveled to Washington, D.C., Mandela Fellowship. There are loads of them. And also PhD, Master Scholarship everywhere, Chevening. And so we've done all that. So if this is the first time you are coming across Character Room and the Scholarship Drive, you can go to our YouTube channel and watch all of them. They are there on the YouTube platform. But then today we have another guest, and today is the final lap of our scholarship drive. And then we saved the best for the last. And so we have Mr. Afolabi Ayomide Emmanuel as our guest today. He's going to talk to us about MasterCard Foundation's fellowship scholarship. So he's a MasterCard Foundation Scholar, University of Cambridge. That's not a small thing. To get admission in University of Cambridge, now, it's not more. So today he's going to talk to us about how to turn your story into a winning scholarship essay. How to turn your story into a winning scholarship essay. We did something similar yesterday, but this one is we are going to go into detail. For you to get that scholarship, for you to even apply to those schools, you need to tell your story in a different way. Yesterday, we had someone who joined us from Kenya. So there's a different perspective to when you are coming from Rwanda and you are applying. But when you are a Nigerian, there are lots of things at stake. There are lots of people applying the same opportunity, but then different people. What can you do differently? And that's why we are here. So a little bit about Mr. Afolabi. He's a scholar and advocate for climate smart agriculture. with a strong passion for building resilient and sustainable food systems. He recently completed his MPhil in Biological Sciences Crop Science pathway at the University of Cambridge, United Kingdom, as a recipient of the prestigious MasterCard Foundation Scholarship. He graduated with first-class honors in agriculture. Are we now clapping in this place? First class, don't be smart, I love, like, it takes a lot of diligence and commitment to get first class. So please, let's give him some emojis. It's not easy. It's not easy. Let's appreciate him for hard work. Yes. He graduated with a first-class honors in agriculture from the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, where his undergraduate research on integrated nutrient management in rice production highlighted sustainable approaches to boosting crops yields. His academic and professional journey reflects his commitment to innovation, climate resilience, and food security in Africa and beyond. Having benefited from international scholarship himself, Ayomide is deeply committed to giving back by helping young people access similar opportunities through this session. He's going to help us and inspire us and support us to unlock our potentials and write meaningful essay that would get us the scholarship we are looking for. And with our best emojis, let's welcome Mr. Afolabi Emmanuel. Mr. Afolabi, over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma. So,
we may need to see your face.
Oh yeah, yes.
Okay, there he is. Fresh from first class. Kakai.
Sorry. Let me try to share my screen.
Welcome everyone. We are just starting. We are still on time.
I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, we can. See University of Cambridge and MasterCard. Well done.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. I hope I'm audible. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, thank you so much, ma. Good morning, everyone. As earlier introduced, my name is Afolabi Ayomide. I recently concluded my MPhil in crop science as a MasterCard scholar here at Cambridge. And I want to appreciate the convener and the entire team for the privilege to be on this platform. Thanks so much for the humbling introduction. I will be moving through my slides so we can manage time. I've made my slides very easy to understand, and let me just know if there's any question at any time. So I hope you can see my screen. Hello?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So I'll be speaking on the topic, how to turn your story into a winning scholarship essay. Then I will be talking on the MasterCard scholarship application here at Cambridge. So as a way of introduction, why should your story matters to anyone? A scholarship essay is more than answering prompts. It's an opportunity for you to show who you are to the to the assessing committee. And we all know that scholarships are investment, and your essay is an opportunity for you to show that you are worthy of such investment. It's an opportunity for you to express your personalities, your qualities and vision. And also after graduation, your essay is the only major flexible input in your scholarship journey. After graduation, you can't change your grade. You have your grade fixed. After graduation from school, you can't change many other things, but you can improve on your storytelling, on how to write scholarship essays. So it's very important to commission essays. So it's very important to commit yourself to that. It's also your story, so it's also a unique your unique advantage over others. It's very possible to have similar CGPA. It's very possible to have same first class. It's very possible to have the same quality letter of reference, but your story will always differ from another. So it's an opportunity for you to express why you are worthy of the scholarship ahead of any other person. Just to show how huge this investment is, here at Cambridge, my tuition fee is about 40,000 pounds, and I have a maintenance allowance of 17,000 pounds, and a total commitment of 57,000 pounds. So it shows that it's a great investment, and your story is your opportunity to show to anyone that is committing to this fund, like I'm worthy of this money. So you have to be able to tell your story right and perfectly. As we move on, I'll be talking about understanding the scholarship essay. We need to understand the purpose of these essays. It's to assess your motivation, the values, the potential impacts, and how you fit in for a scholarship. So your essay should be authentic, impactful, and catchy. It must be authentic, it must be impactful, and catchy to attract the goodwill of the assessors. I'll be going through a few examples to prove that, to show each of these qualities. Let's talk about being authentic. The first example is I have always been passionate about helping people since I was born. You could see that it's very weak to use such statements, but when you consider the second example, it's well defined, specific, and it's also real. You could see very, very, very detailed. Let's look at how impactful your essay should be. You can't just say, I volunteered in my community and it was a good experience. You have to quantify, then give relevant details in your story. So you have to show results and measurable impact in your experience, whether when you are communicating any of your experiences. It must be catchy, like your anyone that will be reading through your essay should be able to read through, and it should be very interesting to them. Considering this example, I want to be a leader in agriculture, is very vague, nothing more to that. But if you can please consider this second example, it shows that you are telling your story and you are able to catch the attention of the reader. Then you are able to paint a picture in the mind of the reader. And I'll be going through key elements of a winning story. Your story must be clear, very clear, must be concise. It must be authentic. I already spoke about that. It must be relevant. It should align to the objectives and the mission of the scholarship. It should be impactful. You should be able to show how transformative you are, where you started, the problem you face, and how you've overcome every problem. Then I'll be going through structuring your essay. How do we structure our essay to win scholarship? Firstly, you start with an introduction. Your introduction, you must have a very strong introduction. It could be from a problem statement, like that is very relevant to your interest. So you have to start with something that shows your passion, that shows the reason for you engaging in the program, or the problem you seek to solve in the society, since we all know that it's an investment. And also you go into the body of the essay, then you talk about your academic experience, you talk about your professional experience, if there is anyone, any. You talk about your voluntary experience, and also your research experience, if they are relevant to what you're applying for. You connect your past experience to your present achievement and your future goal. You talk about them in threefold: in short term, medium term, and long term. You should be able to express your reason for applying to the program. We encourage everyone to use one of the approaches that that has been effective is the STAR approach, which is the situation, task, and action and result. The situation is you explaining, giving a background story of the situation when you're expressing your experience. What was the actual incident? Then you give your task, the task assigned to you, whether that you take upon yourself, or then you talk about your action. What were the steps you took as a person that wants to influence the situation? Then you talk about the results, and sometimes you talk about your reflection, the lessons that you gain in the situation. Then you conclude strongly. I'll be talking on the STAR approach with examples in the next slide. Then you conclude strongly, give an impression to the reader that you are worthy of this scholarship. So let me talk about the STAR approach. Okay, with examples. This is an example of a situation. During my undergraduate study, what happened? You create a picture of what was the situation at the moment. Then you talk about the task. As one assigned in this position, I felt the responsibility to do this and do that. Then you talk about your action. What were the actions you took, the steps you took? Then you quantify also. You quantify with figures. I did this with so number of people. Then we gathered together to work together. Then what were the results? You quantify also use a time frame within 2 years or 1 month or 2 days. We are able to achieve this percentage of significant results. So I'll be talking about common mistake to avoid while writing your essay. You must tell you are not allowed to tell the entire life story of yours. You just have to focus to what is very significant, what is relevant to the program you're applying to, the opportunity you are applying to. We all know each funding organization has their priority. So you tailor your writings to what is expected, what is required, and the eligible, the selection criteria. Also, you should avoid using cliches like "I want to make." They are all vague. I want to make the world a better place. You must be able to communicate how you intend to do this with definite words like actions. I will be doing this. These were the things I've done. I will be doing this. Break them down so that you can communicate effectively to the readers. Failing to answer the actual essay prompt, some of the scholarship, they have prompt that should be a guideline for you. Some are expecting leadership experiences. Some are expecting you to communicate, your ability to influence, to lead, your academic excellence. So this should guide you so that you are able to answer every relevant prompt. You should also avoid overloading with achievements without telling them the story behind it. What led to the achievement? You should be able to carry your reader along. So you should be able to create a picture, like I said earlier, and you do that by giving the required details in the story. Also, you should avoid being emotional in your writings. You shouldn't seek for pity, but you should show them why you are worthy of such investment. There are also requirements, formatting requirements, whether line spacing, whether font size, font type. You should stick to the required formats in every essay. And also, I would advise to avoid filler words because they are just waste of word count. Most of the essay they have, most of the scholarship essay they have a definite word count. So it's best for you to avoid filler words that just waste your word count. So try to be concise with your writings. I will give examples for this. You can see the first word. I've been always very passionate about agriculture because you could summarize. This could be summarized into a very concise and clear sentence that you still have more words to write other experiences. And I'll be going through practical tips for crafting your story. Be familiar with the eligibility and the selection criteria. Some scholarship are nationality based. Some are you can to be eligible for that, you must be of a specific nationalities. You must be of a specific gender. You just have to familiarize yourself with the eligibility, the selection criteria, so you can know how to tailor your writings to suiting, especially the selection criteria. If a scholarship body is expecting leadership skills, you should be able to express how you fit into that. If it's expecting research potential, you should be able to express that also. Also, I would advise you start early. You start early. It's very good to start your writing early. But before you do that, you have to brainstorm and have a structure for your writings, so you can write effectively and easily. Like I said earlier, you have to read the instructions. Every scholarship, most scholarship have their instructions. You have to be familiar with that. Know the formats that you'll be submitting, whether it's in PDF or document file. Know the line spaces and the word count, the character count when necessary. Show okay. You have to show. You don't have to just show them you've done this. You don't have to make abstract claims. Just give them relevant examples and experiences that support anything you say in your essay. Be able to express it clearly to the reader. You should be able to highlight relevant personal qualities, like just focus on your strengths like resilience, teamwork, perseverance, and everything that will be able to make the committee to be attracted to your writings. Also, I would advise that you avoid many technical words. When you want to use them, you should be able to explain what they mean, so that because you don't know who will be assessing your writings. It could be someone outside of your field. So when you are using any technical word, you should be able to communicate the definition and express it well. Also, since you'll be blowing your trumpet yourself, you should be able to balance humility with confidence. You should not look proud to your assessor. So you should be able to do that well. Then you should tailor your essay as it demands by the scholarship, the opportunity you're applying to. Leadership skills, some scholarship, you write your essay, expressing yourself as a leader or a potential leader. When you're applying to another scholarship that demands academic brilliancy, you just have to express that, then you do that accordingly. Then I would advise that you proofread and edit, because most times you just have to proofread yourself probably like twice. Then you also give it out to people to read for you and make correction. But it's still on you to accept or reject any correction. These are the common required application materials: the academic transcript, the certificate, academic CV, personal letter or SOP, and recommendation letter, mostly between 1 to 3 when they are demanded, and also international passport. I have made a list of common scholarship opportunity in the UK. We have achieving the Commonwealth Shared Master, Commonwealth Master, the MasterCard Scholarship. We have the Fulbright in USA and other opportunities like I listed on this. So I'll be going through. Okay. For the MasterCard Scholarship, we have several partnering institutions with MasterCard for this. We have many of them. I've listed some of them here. So I will be talking on the MasterCard Scholarship at the University of Cambridge, which will be opening later next month. For the essay writing, I will recommend this material for anyone that wants to. And I can also send them across the PDF file for this. So anyone that wants them should just try and get familiar with them. So I'll be talking about the MasterCard Foundation Scholarship application at the University of Cambridge. I would like to put up a disclaimer that I do not speak on behalf of the scholarship program. All I will be saying on this webinar will be my own opinion and personal views. Fundings in Cambridge, we have they are classified into two: the internal funding and the external funding. MasterCard is one of the internal funding. And the objective of the program is to commit themselves to provide students from underrepresented communities in Africa with fully funded opportunities to complete their master training, grow in transformative leadership, and contribute to climate resilience and sustainability. So this is an opportunity for you to, when you know the objective of the program, you know how you are able to structure your essay to fit into what they are looking for. So they are looking for a transformative leader and one who is able to commit to contribute to climate resilience and sustainability. Regardless of any program you are applying to, you must be able to communicate this. The scholarship was established in 2022 as a collaboration between the university and the MasterCard Foundation, and their plan was to enroll over 500 scholars from 2023 to 2030. I've given a breakdown of the scholar, the previous scholar. My set was for the 2024-2025 cohort. We had 58 scholars from 17 countries, and the incoming one will be coming in very soon next month. I think there are about 70. I don't have the exact figure. So to be eligible for this scholarship, you must be a citizen of an African country. You must be resident in an African country. And also you must be applying to a master program that is up to 1 year, like a maximum of 1 year length. And also you must be able to meet the academic requirements of the course for which you are applying to. What MasterCard offers, they offer full tuition cost, a monthly allowance, a laptop, another cost like visa fee, international aid surcharge, and travel cost. And also, in addition, there is also leadership training program here at Cambridge when you become a scholar. And afterwards, there's an opportunity for a 3 to 6 month placement in any African organization after your program in Cambridge. So, although the application will be opening next month. Let me just try to go through the application process. You are required to be considered for the MasterCard offer. You must be able to secure an admission. That's why I said you must be, I said earlier that you must be able to secure an admission for the program you're applying to. So you have to go on the university or the program website so you can know what are the required documents, the required grade points, whether first class, whether 2-1. You should be able to know that before making your application. And also, applicants should also ensure they meet the academic requirements of their selected courses. Also, an applicant should be able to show that, should be able to express their personal commitment to contributing to climate resilience and sustainable future of Africa. I already said that earlier. So how do you apply? The first thing is to apply for admission to your desired course at the University of Cambridge when the application portal becomes active. And the next one, during your application, you apply. It's a one-way application. When you're applying for admission to the program, there will be opportunity. There will be section of the application that talks about funding. Then you indicate any kind of funding that you'll be applying to. MasterCard Foundation will be on the list. Then you will be requested to write a personal statement for the MasterCard Foundation Scholarship. Also, the step 3, you'll be required to choose a college. You'll be required to choose a college also if you know much about the college system, because the University of Cambridge and the Oxford University, they operate a collegiate system. So you can try to read more about the college so you can be able to make right choices on that. And also there's a application fee waiver for everyone that will be applying to MasterCard scholarship. So they will be able to waive the £50 application fee for every applicant. So I'll be talking about the selection criteria, which includes outstanding intellectual ability, the ability to contribute to climate resilience and sustainable futures for Africa, and also leadership potential. So it also the scholarship encourages women, refugee, and internally displaced people with disability to apply. What courses are eligible for funding? We have almost all the courses available. So far, they are within 1 year length, and they are not the other 3 programs I identified: the Master of Accountancy, Business Administration, a Master of Corporate Law, and Master of Finance. They are outside of the eligible courses. I'll be talking about the college system. The University of Cambridge has 31 college, so they are the one that are responsible. They are responsible for admitting and providing accommodation to just a family settings. So you should read more about that if you are interested in making any. I'll be going through factors you can consider to make the right choice for your college choice. Okay, so in your application, you will be asked to make 2 preferences for the college. So out of the 31 college I said earlier, so you'll be asked to make a preference of 2. It's not compulsory. If you don't know anything about the college system, you can just leave that open for them. They will choose you when you are admitted into the university. These are the factors I believe you can consider when applying. You can consider the accommodation, the distance of the accommodation to your department, and also possible funding. Some college, they do have their own full scholarship or partial scholarship in case you don't get the MasterCard scholarship, you can also be considered for scholarship in the chosen college. They also have faculty facilities like libraries and the likes, and also they have some strict culture. Some colleges are for females only, and while some are for just postgraduate students only. So you should get familiar to that. When you apply, I think the deadline varies. For some program, the deadline will be in December, in the first week of December. For some other programs, the deadline will be in the first week of January. So after you secure your admission, if that should be sorted by the end of January, that should be the list of it. You should have your offer letter by. You should have your admission decision by the last week of January. And to hear from MasterCard, that should be within March and April of each year. So you have your decision for funding from MasterCard around March or April. And then you come into University of Cambridge by September. The scholarship does not cover spouse visa application, so if you are coming with any dependent, it's not covered on the scholarship. Then I will be going briefly into the personal statement that you'll be writing for the MasterCard Foundation Scholarship. Like I said earlier, they are looking for leadership experience and your commitment to sustainable development in Africa. So you should be able to start with a good introduction. Like I discussed earlier, you talk about relevant problem statement. Why are you applying? What problem are you trying to solve? So you should be able to create a picture of that. Then you express your passion, then desire to contribute to solving the problem. You talk about your academic background and how it aligns with the purpose of MasterCard Foundation Scholarship in Cambridge. Then you talk about your the intended program you're applying to. You can also talk about your professional experience and how it relates to the problem you said earlier that you'll be solving. If you say you are solving food insecurity, how has your professional experience position you to be a good fit for that? You can talk about your internship opportunities or employment. You can also talk about your volunteering experience and leadership experience because they are looking for transformative leaders in the program. So you should express yourself as a leader, whether potentially or a ready-made leader. So you should be able to communicate that effectively in your personal statement, also within the 2-page document. You should be able to explain how the MasterCard Foundation will contribute to your career goals. So you are linking them to each other. You're starting with a relevant problem statement that is achievable in the program you're applying to. Then you'll be talking about what you've done, your academic experience in solving that same problem. You are not diverting to another problem. You've identified a problem. Then you'll be talking about your academic experience, how that positions you to solve that problem further. You talk about your professional experience, how in your little way you've contributed to solving that problem. Then you can talk about your volunteering experience and leadership. It could be also related to the same problem. And then you talk about how the MasterCard Foundation Scholarship can help you to enhance your capacity to further solve the same problem that you've identified, and also highlight your career goals in the same problem. So you should discuss your career goal, how you plan to contribute to the foundation mission of fostering sustainable development, particularly in Africa. As I conclude in this, so we can have much time for question and answer. I would just advise aspiring scholars. The application journey can be very tough and intense, challenging sometimes, because it's not an easy journey. It's a big work. Uh, I've had so many rejection myself, and I know how it feels when you get rejected. So you just have to accept that it can be very tough, very challenging. Yeah. You should be self-motivating, so you don't have to bring yourself down because of any rejection. The yes is coming very soon. So also, I'd like to advise scholars also to never stop improving their profile. When you get a rejection, it's an opportunity that it should be a positive motivation for you to further improve yourself. That means someone else was found worthier than you. So it means that someone else is strong, like someone's application is stronger than yours. So it's an opportunity for you to further improve yourself. You do that by attending relevant conferences, internship, do online courses like on Coursera and the likes. Also, please do your research where you have to spend quality time going through your application. Any application, go through the relevant requirements, the details and the instructions, and also go through your application material so that they are free from any error that could implicate your application. I would advise also that you work with your referees because they will be submitting reference letter on your behalf. So you have to communicate with them, give them updates about your progress, things you've done after school. So you have to build up a good relationship with your referee so that they are able to submit a good reference for you. And also, I will advise that you associate with like-minded and seek mentorship when necessary because it can be very tough sometimes. So you just have to seek people that are ahead of you that can assist at any point in time. We also encourage that you embrace both quality and quantity, but you should give priority to your quality. If you are applying to 5 scholarship, let them be of quality. If it's better to apply to 5 scholarship with quality materials than applying to several scholarship that are not that of quality. I will also advise that you don't compare yourself to another. Everyone's race is individual, so every individual race is for each one of us. So we run our race individually. You don't have to compare yourself with any other person. And also, I believe that you need God and keep praying. Thank you so much for having me on this call. I will now accept like, is there any question and answer section so I can? Hello.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you for sharing your insight. This is so detailed. I don't know. But thank you so much. Okay, we have lots of questions. A lot of them, let's see, in the chat. But then you please, we are free to unmute and ask our questions and also share comments and feedback. Okay, so one of the questions here says for master scholarship, it's like there's usually different timelines. How do you keep up with these different timelines? I think the schools open at different time. How do you keep up knowing which one to apply and at which time?
Okay. I think that's for general scholarship application, right?
Did you get my question, Mr.
Sorry, can you come again on that?
Yeah, no, the person is asking for MasterCard, that the scholarships open at different times in the year.
Okay.
Says that
Regarding,
is it my network or his?
Your voice is, I think the audio is breaking.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, clearly.
Okay, the person's question is, that it seems that MasterCard scholarship opens at different times of the year. So how do you keep up with knowing which one to apply and then the schools that you direct the scholarship to?
Okay, like I said earlier, I already gave a list of the partnering institution with scholars with MasterCard. So they have their various they have their specific timeline. Like in Arizona State University, the scholarship is currently open. So they have their various timeline. You just have to get yourself familiar with each of the institution, because not all courses are eligible for application in all. Each university have their different courses, so you just have to read more about each of the institution, know the program you intend to apply, if it's applicable, if it's offered in the scholarship in the institution, and then you keep up with the timing of the application window.
Okay.
I hope I have answered that.
Yes, that works. Thank you. So for MasterCard, is it just for masters, or does it have what do you call it now?
PhD.
PhD also attached to it?
Okay. The MasterCard actually is for MPhil, it's for master's program, but the MasterCard Foundation also funds PhD opportunity in Cambridge, but it's on other. It's called the African Changemaker Scholarship, so it's not called the MasterCard, but it's being funded by the MasterCard Foundation.
So after your MPhil, you can still apply to that one, or do you have to?
That's a separate. You can make application after when you are here in Cambridge. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's not automatic. You could just
No, it's
finish
not
your
automatic.
MPhil.
No, it's not
Okay.
automatic. Yes.
Okay, that works. So someone asks, Patricia asks, what if the first degree is after 10 years? Can the person still apply?
So after 10 years. Okay. I think so. You don't have to reject yourself. I think you can apply. Just go on. Each department, they have their various requirements, and I don't think there is any such condition that you must have your first degree within a specific timeline. So I think you can apply. Just get yourself familiar with the requirement of the program you are applying to. Some might, I don't expect them to say you shouldn't apply because you've been in school over that long time. So I don't think there will be any such condition, but just try to get familiar with the requirement of the program you're applying to, because their requirement varies. Some in Cambridge, some are required to engage in interview sessions, while some programs don't engage in interview sessions. Some programs do require research proposals, while some don't require. So you just have to get yourself familiar with the requirement of the specific program you're applying to.
Okay, that works. Thank you so much for sharing that. The next question is, does Cambridge University waive application fee?
Okay, if you're applying to Cambridge without indicating your interest for the MasterCard scholarship, I don't know if there's any possibility for fee waiver. But if you are interested in the MasterCard scholarship and you indicate in the application, it will be automatically waived for every applicant.
Okay, that's good to know. So everyone, please go and start applying. Application windows are open, and he just mentioned the one for Arizona. Arizona school is taking applications now, but Arizona is in the US.
Oh yes, I'm not speaking of application waiver for Arizona. I don't know if that's applicable.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is for Cambridge. Okay, please,
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
let's start applying. Make all the possible moves. You never can tell which one will work for you. So Elizabeth asks, is it possible to apply for a PhD without a scholarship? Would there be funding available in the school?
In Cambridge?
I wouldn't know. Whether in Cambridge or anywhere, but then do you have to apply and then expecting that there will be scholarship attached to the maybe to the supervisor or to the school you are applying to, the faculty you're applying to?
Okay. For Cambridge, I would like to say that you are, because like I said earlier, the application is just a one-way application. The funding application is a subset of your admission application. So when you are applying into Cambridge, whether for a master program or a PhD program, there's an opportunity. There will be a section of the application that talks about funding, where you indicate your interest in the available funding that is applicable, that is relevant to the program you're applying to. So when you get to that section, you indicate your interest, then you make, some might require you to write another essay for the funding, then you have to attempt that. But without you showing an interest in any of the funding, I don't think you'll be given any funding after your application. That means you are automatically considering yourself for a self-funding in Cambridge. But in other schools like US and I think some schools in US, they do have funding opportunities. Even after your admission, they can consider you for their own internal funding opportunities.
Yeah, okay. Thanks so much. Do we still have questions and comments? Please, you can raise your hand while we conclude the ones in the chat. Mr. Labin says, asks, I did not hear any mention on medical or allied profession. Is the scholarship program ring fenced? So I think the question is, the scholarship is for particular sets of things, particular set of subjects or focus area.
Like I said earlier, I already identified the four the programs that are out of the eligible list for MasterCard in Cambridge. I listed the Master in Finance, Law, and other two, Business Administration, and on one other. So if the program, the intended program, is being run in the University of Cambridge, and it is within 1 year, so it's automatically eligible for MasterCard Foundation Scholarship.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay. The next question is, you apply. Okay, do you apply to MasterCard scholarship before admission or vice versa?
Okay, like I said earlier, it's a one application. So before you can submit your admission application, there will be a section of that application that talks about funding. So that is where you indicate your interest for MasterCard Foundation Scholarship. So you are applying to both at the same time. As you are applying to, before you can submit your application for the admission, there will be an opportunity for you to consider the available fundings for your biodata. If once you've indicated that you are from an African country, and then all your input also shows that you've stayed in Africa for a long while, that means you are qualified for you are eligible to apply to MasterCard Foundation Scholarship. So when you get to the funding deadline, all the relevant applicable fundings will be listed. Then you make your choices, whether you are applying to just MasterCard Foundation only. If you select MasterCard Foundation, then you'll be asked to write the 2-page personal statement that I talked about. But if you also indicate interest for another scholarship that you are eligible for, then you'll be asked to submit relevant materials. Some might request you to submit a research proposal and the like. So it's a one-way application. As you're applying to the scholarship, you get to a point that you apply to the as you're applying to your admission, you get to a point that you apply to the scholarship also.
Okay, thank you. I want us to clarify something. So you are saying that you have to, so you don't need to go and start applying to MasterCard separately. You just apply to Cambridge, and then while applying for Cambridge, they will give you opportunity for you to apply to the other one.
Okay. I think I already skipped that on my slide. There's a course directory for University of Cambridge. Probably let me try to bring that up. Can you still see my screen?
No.
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 Okay, let me try to share. How about now? Can you see my screen?
It's coming. It's coming. Okay, we can see now.
So when the application, like I said, the application is not active yet. So when you want to apply, you go to this link, like the one I put on this, the postgraduate study camp at AC UK courses. It gives a list of every courses that are offered in Cambridge, every postgraduate courses that are offered in Cambridge. Then you now make your application. Then you now make your application to that. When you identify the desired course, probably I'm applying to the MPhil in crop science. When I click on the link, I can see all the courses that are applicable, that are offered in Cambridge. Then you now select the one that you intend to apply to. First, you are applying for admission. So it's just a straightforward application. Both are they are together. It's just the funding application is a subset of the admission application. So I'm applying for admission. Then I get to a section of that same application that talks about funding, listing all the eligible funding, all the fundings I'm eligible to apply to, and being an African citizen, I'm eligible to apply. MasterCard will be one of the funding. And also, like I said, I talked about the college. Some colleges will have funding. So if I've chosen a college that has a funding, when I get to my funding section, that college, the available funding for that college will also be listed in the funding section. So I can apply to both MasterCard, then apply to the college funding also. So it's just before I continue my application, then submit the admission application. So it's just it's 2-in-1 application. Yeah, together.
Okay, thank you. So you are allowed to apply to MasterCard and then apply to the other fundings from the college.
Yeah, definitely. So far, you are eligible to the funding.
Oh, okay. Thank you. All right. So Mr. Odo says, can you send the link in the group? Okay. Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Okay. Ms. Ajela is asking, when will the Cambridge application be open?
Next month, September.
Next month, September. Okay, please let's put that
Yes.
first. Any other question? Do we have questions? It's 8:05. We should be rounding up. Okay, Mr. Godwin, please go ahead quickly.
Good morning, man.
Morning.
Good morning, Mr. Afolabi.
Good morning. Good morning,
Thank you
sir.
so much for this wonderful session this morning.
Thank you.
I really do appreciate. I I want to ask on the part of AC writing, cover letter, and then statement of purpose. Because when there are certain applications that you make that you don't get to see this AC, you don't get to see the statement of purpose, only see cover letter and maybe your receipt proposal and all of that. So I want to ask, in telling your story, or in
Sorry,
showing
can you
your
come again
story,
on the question?
you can as well use cover letter to show a little bit of your story while applying. Okay, I am asking, in
Okay.
writing your essays,
Okay.
in instances where you don't get to see AC in that application, but you have a cover letter, and then even you don't have a statement of purpose, I am asking if you can use that opportunity to show your story, to tell your story in that cover letter, in place of AC, in the place of statement of purpose. That's
Okay. Okay.
where I'm actually arriving at.
So, okay. I think I got your question right. You're asking if cover letter can also serve as an opportunity to tell your story, which I agree with. When I talk about scholarship essay, your essay writing also includes SOP, the personal statement, motivation letter, and cover letter. So it just comes in diverse form. They have different formats. They have different structures. So you just have to communicate the same story, tell them why. It's just an opportunity for you to express why you are worthy of the investment by the funder. Then you tell your story, talk about the problem statements, the problem you've identified to solve, to contribute to solving. You can relate them to relevant STG goals that are relevant to your program. For me, I'll be relating mine to some like SDG 2, zero hunger, and the likes. So it's just an opportunity for when cover letter is required in place of any other, that should be your essay also. It's an opportunity for you to tell your story. I hope I've answered that. Hello, Mr. Godwin.
Mr. Godwin, are you good?
Okay, so thank you so much, sir. You've answered my question. Thank you so much. And on the part of the
Okay.
Cambridge MasterCard application, I know there are certain circumstances that most times when you are doing this application, you are being scared of it. So that Cambridge has a lot of
Oh, yeah.
competition. It's not, the possibility is not there, and all of that. So, but from what the session we have, we are having this morning is also another opportunity for us to also try in diverse ways, knowing that there is that possibility to get it, and then this format. So I want to thank you just on this part that we are going to look into Cambridge. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I just have to probably I should just share my experience. I applied to last year before coming to Cambridge. I applied to the Commonwealth Share Scholarship. I applied to Glasgow. I applied to Royal Agricultural University here also in the UK, and I also applied to Cranfield University. And unfortunately, I couldn't get the two. I was reserved by Royal Agricultural University. Like, I've been reserved on Commonwealth Share Scholarship for 3 times consecutively. So when I applied to Cambridge and I got it, so it's a very positive motivation for me. Like, Cambridge has been the top, one of the top schools I've applied to, and I wasn't even expecting to get into it. So you don't have to reject yourself before you get rejected. Once you have the right, the required skills, uh, the required attributes, you can apply to any scholarship, whether it's in Cambridge or Oxford.
Okay, thanks for sharing that. Okay. Any other question or comment? Okay, it's 8:11 and we're going to round up. Mr. Afolabi, your final words. Thank you for making this session.
Thank you so much. I just want to encourage everyone to be courageous. You don't have to. The worst you can get is a no, and no one will come to. No one is blacklisting you. So be courageous, be resilient. You have to be self-motivating. No, you don't have to experience like allow any rejections to weigh you down. When you have rejection, it should be a positive motivation that you can improve your application further. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and thanks everyone for joining. Thank you, Mr. Afolabi. And okay,
Thank you so
everyone.
much. Thank you.
It is 4 weeks, 8 sessions discussing scholarship opportunities. Don't just bother about the rejections that you're going to get. Apply first. It's only when you apply that you know whether they will reject you or they will not reject you. Start applying today. Lots of opportunities are out there. But remember our agreement. You are not meant to japa. You just go and get the knowledge, come back and let's develop our country together. Okay, so next month, today is the last session we are going to have in August. And then we are starting off September on a different level, and we are going to be discussing character and money. And remember, all through the month of September, we are discussing character and money and businesses, doing businesses in an ethical way. And so we are also businesses that we are running on Thursdays and Fridays. So if you have a genuine business, we don't want all this MMM and all this stuff. If you have a genuine business you want to share with everybody, please reach out to Agnes. Thursdays and Fridays, we have opportunity to showcase that with our guest speakers on the platform. But then Monday through Wednesday, we are looking at character and money, discussing everything that we have to deal with our businesses, our work. How do we deal with pressure to make more money instead of building character along the way? All right, thanks everyone, and enjoy your weekend. Try and rest, and I'll see you on Monday.
Thank you, Madam Sarah.
Thank you, everyone, and see you on Monday. Please reach out to Agnes if you want to be part of the Character Champions spotlights for August, for September.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.